Y'all, this is your boy Sheriff's Feast, man. Courtesy of Newsrama and Chris Arendt, the editor of this article. Sony is disappointed, quote unquote, on Disney's Spider-Man decision, but hopeful to renegotiate. And I'm glad. I hope they do too, man, because I was pretty on top of my own personal issues from the other day. I was really just hit blindside wise, hit off from the blind side about this damn news. Now, Sony has publicly responded to the reports that the company balked at Disney's proposed deal for Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige to continue producing Spider-Man films. And the spokesperson said, and I quote, "Much of today's news about Spider-Man has mischaracterized recent discussions about Kevin Feige's involvement in the franchise." He goes on to say in a statement via Variety, "We are disappointed but respect Disney's decision not to have him continue as a lead producer of our next live-action Spider-Man film." End quote. Now, if you guys don't know, and this is going to be mentioned, later down in this article, the big wazoo was that Marvel wanted 50% of all profits of every Sony film that they make, which was just insane. Like many people have said before, numerous comment sections, forums, and on other people's videos and YouTube videos and so on. Because they're back in 2015, 4 years ago, they made a deal that Marvel would get a 5% share of all the profits, the first gross profit, that the big movies make, and so that's what they agreed upon. So when they added 45% more on it, that's crazy, because Sony seems to be both opening the door to negotiations and reframing the issue with Disney, pulling Feige from the property and not themselves for pushing him out. Because, and I quote again, "We hope this might change in the future, but understand that the new responsibilities that Disney has given him, including all their newly added Marvel royalties, do not allow him time for him to work on an IP they do not own." Sony continued by saying, "Kevin is terrific, and we are grateful for his help and guidance and appreciate the path he has helped put us on, which we will continue." Now they go on to say it isn't clear if Sony's framing of the issue as time management with the newly acquired X-Men and Fantastic Four films rights is something Disney relayed to them in the negotiation process. Now, according to the original report from Deadline, as I said after mentioned, and as I said earlier in the video, Disney asked for 50% of all profits from Sony's upcoming Spider-Man films, a big leap from the reported 5% share of the first dollar gross. Like I was saying, that's what I meant to say. That Disney and Sony originally agreed to in 2015. And I apologize for all the quick reading, and I sound like really slurry and half asleep because I just woke up. And I just want to report on this really quick. But if Disney and Sony did not come to terms on a new deal, the non-involvement of Feige and by proxy Marvel Studios and Sony Spider-Man films would seemingly prevent Spider-Man and other characters from continue to coexist in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or at least leave it at a hazy state similar to Marvel's television Agents of Shield, and its ties to the MCU. Now, a lot of people were like, well, a lot of people didn't really see a problem with it, but a lot of people had a problem with it because this is big. Come off the big success of Spider-Man Far From Home that just reached $1 billion, not including inflation. But then also, with Far From Home being a sequel to 2017's Homecoming, we're gonna need these sequels because they promised it. I mean, you can't just leave us hanging with a cliffhanger, not have the MCU back in it. But I do understand deals, and this 5% share deal they had back in 2015 is what they agreed upon, and 50% is a lot. That is a lot of much. That's 45% more than what they but I would just hope that if they are not able to renegotiate, that they would at least, try to, consult Kevin so then that way, or someone close to Kevin, to give him his input and ideas so then that way the next film could be something great.